Yo, it's Lushane Salmon, CEO of CaribVoxx, and also marketing rep for Audiomack here in Jamaica. And you're now tuning in to Reasoning. Alright, so CaribVoxx now is a digital media platform, content generation platform geared towards Caribbean and African content such as the music, the lifestyle, just the whole entertainment and cultural factor of the Caribbean and also Africa as well. Alright, so Audiomack now, streaming service, probably like the leading streaming service right now in Jamaica as it relates to music. Now, what I do is just focus on artist relations, do a lot of underground marketing for Audiomack here in Jamaica, because they heavily tapped into the Caribbean culture and they're looking to do a lot of great things here. I mean, artists can benefit a lot from using Audiomack. When you look on, based just on availability, Spotify just got here a couple months ago in Jamaica, YouTube is there, but when you have a next platform now where you have access to grow your music at a lot faster pace and reach your demographic more, because you get to tap into your core audience, persons who are around the ages of like 16 to 25 around there, heavily using Audiomack. The benefits that Audiomack offers for young artists is that they can be able to also use the monetization side of Audiomack as well too. It's that platform where not necessarily the new kid on the block, but it's where you can just say, all right, then I have a new outlet where I can generate a new audience, where you don't necessarily have to feel like you're competing in a wider space like what you would do on a Spotify or YouTube or those platforms. You more can target a niche market through Audiomack. So I'd say artists should utilize Audiomack to target their niche market. Alright.
Based on my understanding and my research, CaribVoxx is basically one of the top magazines in the Caribbean. You can talk more about how it started and the end goal of CaribVoxx.
Alright, that's very interesting. Anytime when somebody asks me how CaribVoxx got started, I had the idea from I was like probably 18, but I never take the step forward and say, alright, then let me do this. And I was going to UWI. Well, I dropped out at UWI first time round and decided that I was going to go back to school. So I went back to university with a different mindset. I wanted to network more a lot too. So that's one interesting factor I feel like persons can do when they go to university. Outside of focusing on the curriculum, try and network as well too. Because that person that's in your class, they might be the next big DJ or the next big manager or somebody in politics that you might need a favor from. So it's best to network. So I was there. That's just basically what I did. Met Mario Spencer, my good brethren right now, and we had the library, UWI library. I talk about, at the time I don't think I called it CaribVoxx at the time. I tell him about the idea and he must say, yo, do it. And I said, all right, just do it. And we entered a pitch competition over by UWI Mona School of Business called the Vincent and Hosang Venture Capitalist Competition. And we came third. It was the only cultural based business going up against persons who had things in science and tech and different fields. So that's basically how CaribVoxx got its start, it,
as a stage in the
it,
Caribbean.
it a grow, it a grow.
So, what's the ultimate goal of it? You feel like you reached the goal yet, or you still have more to work?
No, like to me, I feel CaribVoxx has a lot more room to grow. You know, there's a lot more things that we can do, and media is constantly changing in terms of how persons consume content. And I feel like CaribVoxx should be that premier platform that is always staying ahead of the culture, you know, as it relates to just staying ahead of youth culture, focusing on what's hot, what's trending, you know, what's lasting, the different platforms that may come, how CaribVoxx can fit into that, and how we can continuously push Caribbean culture forward. So I feel like there's no true end goal to me when I really look at it for CaribVoxx. It's more so consistently being relevant in youth culture. So even when I'm 40, 50, 60, somebody else, you know, who might be on the team, you know, the younger youths spearheading things and actually, you know, telling me what is, you know, what is trending and what is hot right now.
Still on Caribou. You know that other magazines, they're very selective they let on, and a lot of like young talent especially don't get the exposure they need. What do you have in place for young talents, not just artists, like overall?
I mean, there's a lot. You know, we're in 2022 right now, and we have a lot of content in stores to help young artists. You know, one of the things that we normally used to do is the artists to watch for the year. We see a lot of other copycats come about and try to, you know, replicate something similar to what we have done in the past. But it gets a lot of reviews, I can tell you that much. Even the reggae, when we put out the reggae list, that gets the highest number of page views out of everything else. The reggae one will even reach like about 50-something thousand page views in just 1 month. So when you look at giving exposure to the younger generation or the younger artists, you get a lot when it comes on to highlighting them. Even when you look at the younger artists, I just mentioned the list about the top young reggae artists to watch, and even the dancehall one. It's a lot of exposure towards those younger artists, because persons will even hit us up about it and be like, yo, I went and I listened to that artist, them sound good. I mean, A&Rs will even reach out, so it's a lot of exposure for the younger artists, I would say. And we also do something for the photographers and videographers as well, called Through the Lens. You know, because most times the persons behind the camera get overlooked, and we feel like they are the one documenting the stories. You know, it's not an easy thing to just take up a camera and shoot a photo just like that, or to shoot a video. It's a lot to do with technique and skills, you know, and knowing how to visually paint a picture. So we do a series for them, and it's been going good as well too.
As a young artist or creative, how can we reach out to you guys to be a part of the team, just to get exposure?
I mean, it's very, very simple. I mean, you can email us at press@caribvoxx.com. Or if you want to be a part of the team some way, somehow, because what we're always thinking about is growing with the next generation, as I've mentioned previously as well. So we're always looking to add new ideas and young talent onto the team as well. So you can just shoot us an email at info@caribvoxx.com and reach out to us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's something like manifestation in a sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, do you believe in the law of attraction?
Definitely, strongly believe in the law of attraction.
Right. So who do you really look
Interesting. I remember my mother asking me that question when I was 10 years old and I didn't have an answer for her as to who I look up to. And I think even growing up, persons who I look up to were never around me. You know, the Jay-Z, the Dame Dash, you know, the Kanye's. They weren't around. We just see them on TV and we just say, all right then, I like what I see them do. And one of my things is to like get mentors. So I end up deciding that I need persons closer to me so I can learn from them. And that's where I got mentors like Mr. Douglas Lindo from the University of West Indies, Tyrone Wilson, owner of iCreate, Steve Urchin, that's Sean Paul's manager, Tony Kelly, big producers in the game. And I just started going around people that I could learn from and actually telling them that, yeah, I want mentorship. And I feel like as much as we can say, yo, we want to go to a certain height, we need to get persons around us as well to we can actually learn from on a day-to-day basis. You know, and just be a fly on the wall sometime and just observe. You know, them not have to tell you much, you just have to just know, say, all right then, I'll be around and I will try to understand what's going on here.
Describe the lowest point and holding the
Lowest point. I don't know. So I can't say particularly of a lowest point that I can say that was rock bottom. I feel like, well, why for that still, but I feel like I've had so many low points in my life, but then things just turn around and you kind of just don't dwell on that anymore. So in order to grow, I never dwell on the downfalls or like when things rough. If I can tell you about something recently, it's just like when COVID started, CaribVoxx had 2 nice contracts on the table. And when COVID started, we lost those contracts. And that was a low point for me. But here comes 2022, around 2 years plus after, and we're moving forward again. So I don't try to dwell on my down points. Yeah, keep a positive mindset because life now gonna ever smooth sailing. You always gonna have ups and downs, and just appreciate the downs as you appreciate the ups as well because it keeps you grounded.
What is success to you?
Success is being free. Success is waking up and enjoying life. That's how I see success. And I feel like it's always a pursuit. It's never one thing. It's never, okay, I'm the manager today, so I'm successful. No, tomorrow you can be the CEO. So it's just always growing. So success is just staying constant and just waking up and enjoying life to me.
All you learn now, what will you tell your 18-year-old self who basically had a kind of a keyboard melodies? Probably all a friend the whole life will turn out to need everything. What advice you give to your 18-year-old self right now?
I mean, the advice that I would give my 18-year-old self right now is try. Just try. You may never know. I mean, a lot of times you focus too much on wanting things to be perfect or, oh, I don't have this, so I can't get it done. And that was what I was telling myself in the initial stage. I was saying like, I don't know how to code very well to do the websites, I can't build it, I'm not that versed into graphic design, I just mess around it a little bit, so I wasn't like, you know, I didn't feel confident enough. So I just decided that, you know, I'll go and try it. So I feel like I'll tell my 18-year-old self, just try it earlier. From that day when you have an idea and you feel like you want to become somebody successful or you just want to achieve something, just get up and try it.
like, you may probably like 2 books you recommend.
Alright, 2 books that I would recommend. One which is a very easy read, it's Who Moved My Cheese. And the next one, which I feel is very key, is called The Power of Habits. So those 2 books, yeah.
Alright, so next question. If you're home right now and a fire starts, what's the first thing you're gonna take up? And that's the only thing you can take up.
To be honest, if I'm home and a fire started, I would be running through the door and not looking to grab anything.
So if you weren't in this field right now, what do you think you would be?
I think I'd probably be like doing some computer science thing, because that was my passion, you know. So I'd probably be coding some apps or something like that. Yeah.
So you're working on the music aspect of. So what are you listening to right now?
Alright, right now, I listen Skeng, I listen Ritical, I listen who else? Yeah, as young dancehall artists, them 2 artists that I listen to like the most right now, would I say. Yeah.
Broader scale, you have to be in the dancer.
On a broader scale, I mean, I typically listen to the same artist them over and over again, unless I hear something that stands out and I be like, yo, this stuff. But like Rick Ross, Pusha T, T.I., like my artists, them the some more I listen to them artists there heavily. Kendrick Lamar, yeah.
Alright, so are you a series person or a movie person?
Series
Top 2 favorite series of all time.
of all time. Yo, that one the tough, you know. Can only choose 2. Alright, would I say Ray Donovan, is it? And would I say Suits. So Ray Donovan and Suits. Yeah, but not so much recently, but watch cartoon. Favorite cartoon, best cartoon ever, Invader Zim. No cartoon a beat that. Video game. FIFA, every day, I live it. Live it. Yeah, man, I live it, man. FIFA. My message to the youth is just follow your heart, isn't it? Like, you will never go wrong.
What do you consider to be a utopia? Your version of utopia?
Boy, I don't even think along that line, because if it's nothing that can be actualized, I don't want to have my mind focused on it. So I think probably my utopia would probably be like zero crime in Jamaica. Like, yeah. If we actually think about that, yeah.
In your line of work now, what do you feel? You're not in a 2 line of work, you're CaribVoxx. Give us some like positive and negative so anybody who watch it going into
Yo, I think I'm gonna start off with the negative first. I'm gonna tell everybody this. You're gonna meet a few friends and a lot of persons who are just opportunists. And you can't really blame them still because they're just trying to make it just like you. But what you need to learn how to do is to distinguish the two. Understand who is there for you and who is just around so they can use you. But as a lago, if you can't be used, you're useless. But don't try to run into people and run into situations that are not for you, you know. And a pro now, I would say, you get to live like a rock star. That's the pro. Willing for share, no, everything top secret, isn't it? Then another file away. When you see it, you know? But just expect a lot of things coming up from CaribVoxx, and I'll be doing a lot from the Audiomack side as well here in Jamaica. So just expect a lot. I see that question, I know would rather answer them direct to the people. Yeah. Because sometimes it changes different because from what they might expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the criteria change over here.
Yeah.
Next question on the safety because apart from artists like DJs and people on podcasts and everything, all that process to really more streaming platforms and everything, much like that. Apart from artists.
I mean, we do things for other persons as well because we have a thing called tastemakers on Audiomack, and those persons get to curate playlists. You know, whether you're a DJ or you're somebody in fashion or whatever. I mean, we did a playlist with Disha Ravers. It's been going good. We did a playlist with Gabby Davis as well, another DJ, DJ Mac, Cashmatic, DJ Ansman. Yeah. So it's not just for artists alone, you know, curators of music as well too. Audiomack caters to them as well. Yo, thanks again for tuning in to Reasoning. It's Lushane Salmon from CaribVoxx. I'm out. Yo, my first interview, you know, brother.
Respect,
I asked them when I would not go in front of the camera, you know. Nervous.
Let's push it out.